welcome, my friend. It's so good to be with you this wonderful Monday, kickstarting the week off with some crafty fun together. Friend, if we haven't met before, my name is Liz, and today we're going to create a card that's perfect for birthdays, for any of your friends and family, no matter the age, and you'll be able to see how else we can use it. So let's flip the screen and let's get crafting. Okay, leave me a comment, drop where you're from, what the weather's like, say hi. I can see your comments. We are live, and we can have some fun together. So I created this gorgeous cupcake shaped card. Lawrence, it's good to see you from Belgium. Good afternoon, my friend. I hope your day's been going awesome. So I created this shaped card. Now, I've seen some of you asking in the comments on our Facebook page, what collection is this from, friend? Yes, this is a collection that is one of those that's in the warehouse clearance. I don't know about you, but there are times that I've seen a collection, I didn't get it, and I kicked myself. I have to be honest, you know, it's like, oh man, I've seen all those people creating beautiful things with it and I didn't get it. Well, if you are like me, now's your chance. They are in the warehouse collection. You can save up to 70% depending on how many products you buy. And once they're gone, they are gone for good. So make sure you go to our website, add those to your cart, and our shipping team will get them out to you. But let me show you how to make this. Okay, Wendy, you're saying it's a cute card, you can't stay, but you wanted to take a peek. Wendy, I will see you on the replay, my friend. I'm so glad you popped in to say hi, though. Okay. Anna, you're in Maryland. Welcome, my friend. So, birthday card. Now, I've made one in blue and one in pink, just to show you that you can make them in different colours. So you could make them in greens, in purples, in yellows. You could change up the colour of the bows. Wouldn't they make amazing party invites? Now, a few years ago, I had a 0 number birthday, and these would have made fabulous birthday invites. So don't just think birthday card. Mother's Day, who doesn't love a cupcake, you know? So let's get crafting. Lawrence, you're saying you love pink. I have to say the pink is my favourite. Okay, so I have stamped 2 of the images. Now let me show you. I'm using the sugar spun cupcake and Stamp and Die coordinating step, and in it we have this glorious cupcake stamp, but there's also a heart and a cherry and some candles, so you could put on candles depending upon the age of the birthday. I don't think I could have fit 50 candles on my card, but you know, could give it a go. And these little hearts and cherries, imagine putting some 3D glossy accents on them and making them shine and stand out on your cupcake. So those are what I'm using, and I have stamped this glorious image. Now let me show you. It's a lovely big stamp, so that's in my hand like so, and I've stamped it in Toffee Crunch. Now it looks great in black too, so you play with whatever colour you want to stamp your cupcake in, and I've stamped it twice. Now this is because I'm going to make it some layers, so let me bring this back in. You can see that there are layers, the top and the bottom, and there is dimension on top of the card. Okay, so this is why I've stamped 2. Okay, Marla, you've got this collection and you use it occasionally, and it's a wonderful collection. Marla, I've seen some of your creations with this, and they're beautiful. So thank you for sharing those in the group when you make them. They are absolutely fabulous. Right, so we're going to use 1 as the base and 1 to build up on. So my cupcakes, when I make them, as long as we don't burn them, are a nice golden colour. So I'm using the toffee crunch, and I'm just going to go lightly over this section here between the frosting and the cupcake, because that's our sponge section. Okay, now it doesn't matter that I've gone over into the frosting or the cupcake section, because those are going to be all covered up. So that's all I'm going to do for that one right now. And the second one, what I'm going to do is I've used my vibrant fuchsia. The blue one, I used the forget-me-not ink. So I'm going to come in with my vibrant fuchsia and find my dauber. And I'm just going to, let's switch these around so that I've got a flat surface. I'm just going to come in and shade from the outside in. Now I want it darker on the edge, so I'm just using a sweeping motion to colour that in. Okay, and you'll see that I've done the same on the other side and very lightly gone over the centre. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this piece of the die in. So this is the second layer. There's a larger one which we're going to use to make the base of the card, and then this one. So we're going to just lay that over and run it through the die cutting machine. Now if you're like me and you make lots of these, especially, I mean, imagine making party invites and you've got lots to make. At the clearance price, 2 of these die sets would be amazing. I confess that I have 3. I have a large plate and I can put lots through, so I do have 3 of these dies. It is one of my favourites. So we're going to die cut those 2 out and we'll get these. Okay, so we also need to die to create that bow. So I have a bow piece, and what I've done is I have just, you see I haven't stamped it all. I can use my scrap card. So I don't know about you, but I have lots of pieces of scrap card. Okay, and all I've done is inked up this section of my stamp and stamped it on my card, because all I want is the bow. Okay, Emma, you're saying that you made these cupcake shaped cards and added the number die cuts for birthday number cards. Oh my gosh, you didn't do the frosting, but you added glitter. Oh my gosh, I bet those were absolutely glorious. When you personalize something, it really means so much to the person that that's receiving it, be it the number of the birthday or the name. Okay, so what we're going to do with these, I only want 1, but I've stamped 2 because I wanted to show you how we can maximize our card. I mean, as crafters, we like to get the most out of our stash, don't we? So I'm just going over with, oh, let me tell you the colour. So I'm using the buttercup for this. Okay, there we go. Barbara, you're in Hastings. What a lovely part of the country, my friend. I hope you've got the sunshine. Up north here in York, we've got some sunshine, so I'm hoping down on the coast where you are, my friend, you've got some too. Okay, so you'll see that I'm just going in a little bit heavier on the sides just to create that depth and dimension, and I'll come in on the bow as well. Okay, so it's all very quick and easy to colour in, and we just run that through the die cutting machine. Now, if I've got two sets, which I have, as I said, I can put both of them on and run it through and make these really nice and quickly and easy. So I've die cut that and I've glittered it up. Let's see if we can catch the glitter. Can you catch the sparkle? So I've used the crystal clear to create that effect, and I've just applied it with the dry's clear glue, dipped it in my crystal clear, and it will give a nice sparkly element to the card. Right, so we've got the base. I have put some 3D pop dots on. Now, this isn't the card base, this is the base of the cupcake. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take my scissors, and along the edge of this line is I'm just going to cut the frosting off. Okay, and then I'm going to come in and cut my cupcake out. Okay, so tell me, who loves a cupcake? What kind of cupcake though? I have to say a chocolate, a double chocolate, triple chocolate, gorgeous, deep, big cupcake with a cup of coffee is yummy. Okay. Now then, I'm going to curve this in my hand, and just looking for my ink where I popped it. I'm going to come back in with my ink, my pink ink, and just come back on the edge just to add that little bit more colour and dimension, so you can see how that now pops, and along the bottom of it. Okay, so let's move that out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve it, and I'm just going to put some pop dots in the middle. Oh my goodness, Wendy, it's -43 where you are. Girl, that is cold. I really hope that you are keeping warm, my friend. And I don't know about you, but it's always fun to craft on those cold days. So cold and rainy days, perfect crafty days. Okay, so we're just going to pop this onto here. So you see I've put some glue onto the edge because I want to create that shape of that curve, if you can see there, like so. Emma, you're saying you're snacking on Andy's mints as you're watching. No edible cupcakes around. No, my friend, I got no cupcakes either, but this is really making my mouth water. Okay, so the next step is let's add on our bow. So I've put on a half piece of one of our 3D pop dots. The 3D pop dots that we've got on our website are super duper. They have real thickness and dimension. Look at those, and the squishability of them. They've got some rigidity to them, so they're perfect when you're building up cards. You know, sometimes you put 3D foam pads on and it all sinks in the middle. So these really are my favorite go-to ones. There we go. So we just pop that on there, so we've got a little bit more dimension as well. And then the fun part, we're going to come to the frosting. Now, let me talk you through some options. We could paper piece this. So we could take a piece of paper. Unfortunately, we've run out of the paper pads, but you could take a piece of scrap paper even from any collection and stamp on it, paper piece it, or you could add glue onto here. So where you've got all these lovely dots for the shading, you could add prills on and just have white with the prills coming round. Or we're going to use this fun texture paste. So this really is so much fun to use. It's great for Christmas cards, and it's just a paste in there like that. And I've got this little spoon. Now this came out of one of the I don't know what you call it, accessory kits, I guess, with the pins in. So, but you could use any spoon. I mean, I've been using this for years. All I've done is make sure that I have washed it straight afterwards, so that it doesn't leave too much on. You'll see I've got a little bit on the back there. And all we're going to do is we're going to put it onto our card, onto our frosting, like so. There we go. And we just move it around with our spoon, and then we keep applying until we've got that covered. Karen, you're saying you're loving this card and it's perfect timing as you've got to make a birthday card today. Oh, how exciting, my friend. I think birthday cards must be one of the, other than Christmas, the most cards that we make as crafters. I don't know about you. It's always fun to make lots of different ones. I know some crafters make everyone the same card for the whole year, but it's just fun to change things up and make them personal. You know, it's great. And these are great for those masculine cards as well. So I don't know about you, but sometimes it's often harder to make a masculine card than it is for a feminine card. So these are just great because cupcakes are so universal, and you can make them in their favourite colour. It doesn't matter whether it's blue, pink. You know, my husband always says to me, I love pink and I love flowers and I want the cards in pink and flowers, please. So there we go. So you can see I've just put that on very easily, and I'm just going to take the tip of my spoon and just create some swirls so it looks like frosting. Okay, like so. Now, my little girl loved this bit. So if you craft with your children or your grandchildren, this is really fun to do. I know Isabella absolutely loved this. I've got some prills, and I've got Hot Mama and Ice Queen and Lemon Chiffon. And these are just the prills that I chose. You could choose whatever colours you want. All you're going to do is sprinkle them on it. Let me lift it up so you can see, like so. Okay, so all we're going to do is sprinkle those on there, and put some of these ones on. Now there we go. And then last but not least, I'm going to put some yellow ones on. There we go. I've not put too many over this side because that's where I'm going to put my flowers. Now, you need to leave this to dry, okay? So I usually leave them overnight, but if you're like me, you could make a whole batch of these, leave them to dry, and then come back the next day or whenever and make the card. Just be careful because as it dries, it can bend a little. So just keep an eye on that as it's drying. So the next step we're going to do, I'm going to pop that out the way so it does dry. And I have one I did earlier. And you could put this on to pop dots. You could put pop dots behind it. Or we can just glue it on, but not too much at the bottom, so it gives that illusion of dimension. Yeah, the reality is of a cupcake that the frosting really isn't too far over the bottom of it, but you can see how that's just lifting up enough to give that illusion. The choice is yours. Absolutely pop a 3D dot under there, or just glue it on and allow for some space here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is make the card base, and I've taken the outer piece and I've got a piece of folded card and laid it over, and I've used these two pieces here. So see these 2 points of the die, I've lined those up with the folded edge so that I get a straight standing up cupcake, and that's gone through the die cutting machine, and we have our hinged card. So I've also run it through as a full die cut and gone over the edge with the dries clear and applied the crystal clear. So we're going to glue that on there, and one of the mistakes that I sometimes make is I glue this to put onto here. Well, I don't want to have glue on this bit here that's poking over my hinge. So my top tip is to just glue the front of the card like so, and then add your die cut on top, press it down. I've turned it over to press it down so I get a good seal, and then I've used what we cut out our stamped images with the piece of paper. Now again, I'm sorry, but the papers have gone. Now I don't know about you, but if you're signed up for the emails, then you'll get notifications of when new products get added to the warehouse collection. And friend, they do go super fast. So if there's something that you are looking for, then make sure you are signed up to those emails to be able to get notified that new products have been added to there, and so that you make sure that you get them into your crafting stash. So you can see that my die cut is too big for my card, so I've glued it down, and I'm just folding over that edge so that creates a line that I know where to cut. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that off like so. Here we go. And then I'm just going to take the pop dot backs off here, and then we'll glue that onto our card base like so. Okay. Brenda, you're saying it's a really cute card, and Sue, you say that you love this set. There is so much more to this set. There are some smaller littler, I'm sorry, that's not grammatically correct, is it? There are some smaller cupcakes as well, so you can create fun things with them. So we've just glued that onto our card base, and then you could leave it like that. I've just got a tag that I'm just going to curve in my fingers, and I've got some leaves. Now these are from the classic rose set, so I'm going to use my hot glue, definitely my hot glue with this one, and I am going to add that to there. I'm going to pop that underneath so that it gets into the glue. And then I've just got some tiny little flowers that I've made. Now, these flowers are the wisteria, which are also in the clearance section. Now, I know that smaller flowers are great for filler flowers, and the wisteria are created to look like this. So these are really versatile flowers. They're great for little filler flowers. These are single ones on the top and down here, or we can make them as cascading wisterias, or we can put two together and just create a gorgeous little petite flower. B, you're saying you love the cupcake and it's good enough to eat. Oh, I'm glad that you love it. June, you've not used this set in a while. You need to go and play with it after live. Awesome, June, make sure you show us what you make. We'd love to see. I don't know if you're a member of our Facebook group or not, but if you're not, make sure you join. Add in your pictures. I'll be keeping a lookout. Okay, so that is a really lovely little card to make. I want to just show you. This is one that I made. Oh my gosh, I must have made this 2 or 3 years ago. I actually did it as a live, but you can see these are some of the other cupcakes, and I've used the frosting on these as well. And these have just had the prills glued on to the shading areas. So there are other cupcakes. Go and have a look. Go and have a look. Okay. So, friend, thank you for joining me. It's been so fun to craft with you today. If you don't have any of these stamps or dies, don't miss out. And if there's something that you want, don't miss out. They're in the clearance. You can save up to 70%. The more you add, the more you save in the warehouse clearance. So head over to our website, www.heartfeltcreations.us, and add those to your cart. The shipping team will get those sent out to you. So it's been beautiful. Thank you so much, my friend. I will see you again soon. Have a great day and happy crafting. Bye.